Are you somebody trying to quit smoking? Quitting smoking can be the best decision in your life, but many people find it difficult to quit smoking because of nicotine addiction. In that case, some people may use vaping as a way of transition. Is vaping any better than smoking? Let's see. For centuries, people have been using cigarettes and marijuana, and only recently vaporizing substances became popular. The vaporizing trend became a thing mainly because of the claim that it can cause fewer side effects than smoking. So, is it true that vaping is less harmful than inhaling smoke? To answer this question, let's understand the science behind smoking as well as vaping. Normal smoking results in a change of chemicals from a solid state into a vapor due to the heat from fire. This occurs when you smoke cigarettes because the nicotine is released into the air and enters your bloodstream through your lungs. This causes your heart rate to rise, your blood vessels to constrict, your brain to release dopamine, and you will feel alert. However, because nicotine is a stimulant, when it's out of your body you crash and need more, which is how many individuals end up addicted. THC, the primary ingredient in marijuana, enters your body through the same route after being aerosolized, but it has different effects. Marijuana has to do everything with your endocannabinoid system. It's a widespread neurobiological system in your body that allows you to maintain homeostasis. Or in simple words, it is the balance in your body that allows you to live. It can help you when you are stressed. It can also help you physiologically when you swallow a toxin by helping you vomit it. All these functions of the endocannabinoid system keep your body at homeostasis, which is the healthy baseline that keeps you as a living organism to maintain your precious life. Okay, so this system is controlled by natural neurotransmitters in your body called cannabinoids, which act on receptors, such as the CB1 receptor in your brain. Marijuana has molecules that mimic these cannabinoids. These molecules can trick your brain into believing that the chemical substances in marijuana are the natural neurotransmitters that your brain is producing. Without marijuana, the cannabinoids circulate at minimal quantities in your body. But when you ingest marijuana, you create a flood of cannabinoids in your system, such as the psychoactive component THC, which is similar to the natural neurotransmitter anandamide. This can create neuronal activity in certain parts of your brain that can make you high. When you are high, it can make you think. Lots of thoughts come to your mind as if you have no control over them. Your alertness, imagination, and perception are heightened. However, the endocannabinoid system affects other aspects of homeostasis, such as sleep, mood, appetite, anxiety, and nausea. Your sleep can be affected, or you may feel low or anxious. When you take marijuana in high amounts or more frequently, researchers think that the overstimulation of the endocannabinoid system leads to a derangement in your body's intrinsic control of nausea, anxiety, and vomiting, and can lead to a disease called cannabis hyperemesis syndrome. Coming back to smoking, unlike chewing tobacco or eating edible marijuana, which takes significantly longer for the active ingredients to reach your nervous system, smoking only takes 6 seconds. But you have to inhale smoke during the process. The smoke's partially burned particles cause tar to form in the body, which can cause cancer, discolor teeth, and obliterate taste buds. So, does vaping make things easy for your body? Here's where vaping becomes relevant. Theoretically, you could obtain quick effects without breathing in smoke if you could heat the active ingredients to the point where they aerosolize without igniting a reaction with other molecules. When vaping, an electrical current is usually passed through a glass or metal chamber to heat it to a specific temperature and produce a vapor with little combustion, which reduces the amount of smoke you inhale. Vaporizers have gained popularity among marijuana users because they can heat plant material to a precise temperature, often between 185 to 210 degrees Celsius, which allows only the THC-containing vapor to be extracted. Using a liquid solution rather than dried tobacco has gained popularity for e-cigarettes. This e-liquid vaporizes at a considerably lower temperature and comprises water, nicotine, a base, and occasionally flavorings. This is where it becomes complicated though. The base of the e-liquid, which is comparable to that found in food and cosmetics, aids in retaining moisture without becoming soggy. Propylene glycol, a popular base that is often used in theatrical smoke, has been linked to respiratory illnesses and eye discomfort. What will happen then if an e-cigarette is inhaled over an extended time? While the FDA has approved these effects in the United States, there are still many unanswered questions, and scientists are continuously investigating their consequences. Additionally, e-liquid can vary substantially among producers with very little control over its constituents. Certain butters have been shown to contain diacetyl, a substance responsible for butter's distinct flavor. Inhalation of this chemical can lead to scarring in the lungs, known as popcorn lung, named after hundreds of workers who inhaled the chemical in a microwavable popcorn factory and suffered irreversible lung damage. This shows why there should be serious concerns about the e-cigarette industry's lack of quality control. However, available data does suggest that vaporizers deliver nicotine with significantly fewer harmful side effects, since they inhale less smoke and carcinogenic chemicals. However, less dangerous does not equate to safe. It has been discovered that e-cigarettes with flavorings, such as grape or blueberry, also include other dangerous substances. Furthermore, secondhand smoking continues to be a problem, since ultra-fine particles, which are exhaled from vaporizers, have been shown to have an adverse effect on lung health. Some worry that young people are finding these e-cigarettes more appealing. There are 3 reasons e-cigarettes may be particularly appealing to young people. First, many teens assume vaping is less dangerous than smoking. Second, e-cigarettes have a lower per-use cost than regular cigarettes. Finally, teens and adults find the lack of smoke pleasant. With no scent, e-cigarettes ease some of the stigma of smoking. The most alarming aspect of the vaping trend is that it is attracting individuals, particularly teenagers, who would have never smoked in the first place. It's one thing to switch from smoking cigarettes to vaping. Starting a vaping regimen to increase nicotine intake is another matter entirely. Furthermore, developing a nicotine addiction frequently results in later use of traditional tobacco products. Is vaping bad for you? According to research, vaping is harmful to your lungs and heart. The main ingredient in both traditional cigarettes and e-cigarettes, nicotine, is extremely addicting. If you give in to the need, it makes you crave smoke and creates withdrawal symptoms. Toxic substances include nicotine. It causes an adrenaline surge and blood pressure increase, which in turn quickens heart rate and increases risk of heart attack. Vaping raises several questions, such as what substances are in the vapor, and how long-term exposure to them may impact one's physical health. People must be aware of the possible health risks associated with e-cigarettes. New research indicates connections to asthma and chronic lung diseases, as well as correlations between smoking and dual e-cigarette usage and cardiovascular diseases. You're subjecting yourself to a variety of substances that are probably unsafe and about which we don't yet know enough. Nicotine, which is present in both traditional cigarettes and e-cigarettes, may be just as addictive as heroin and cocaine, according to research. Even worse, a lot of e-cigarette users end up with even more nicotine than they would from burning tobacco products, because they can purchase extra-strength cartridges, which contain a higher nicotine content, or adjust the voltage of their e-cigarettes to obtain a stronger hit of the drug. E-cigarettes have been marketed as a tool to help you stop smoking, but the Food and Drug Administration has not approved them as smoking cessation aids. According to a recent study, the majority of persons who started using regular e-cigarettes with the intention of quitting the nicotine habit instead continued to use them. Since vaporizers are relatively new, we still don't know the long-term effects, and we should wait and see if there are any in the future. The CDC's research indicates that, since 2020, there has been a slight decrease in youth vaping. That trend may be influenced by children being confined to their homes during the COVID-19 pandemic and being watched over by their parents. Data indicate that sales of e-cigarettes decreased at the start of the coronavirus epidemic, presumably as a result of people staying home more and avoiding public places like supermarkets. Since young individuals frequently change their preferences, it can be difficult to interpret the statistics because they might not regard utilizing disposable products like puff bars as vaping when surveyed. According to the same CDC data, since 2019, middle school kids and high school students' usage of disposable e-cigarettes has surged by 400% and 1000% respectively. The bottom line is that there's a strong link between smoking and cardiovascular disease, and between smoking and cancer. But the sooner you quit, the quicker your body can rebound and repair itself. If you want to quit smoking and make a healthy change in your life, talk to your doctor and seek professional help instead of changing to vaping to ease the transition. And are you someone who has struggled lately with nicotine addiction and came out of it? Then share your success story in fighting addiction in the comments so that others may find it helpful. Also, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining, then don't forget to hit like and also subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you never miss any future content from us.